So, hey there, Restaurant Pro. If you don't believe me that your employees will tell anybody anything, I'm going to tell you right now, they will. Hey there, Restaurant Pro. This is Dave Scott Peters, creator of the Restaurant Prosperity Formula. I've been helping independent restaurant owners change their lives for over 20 years now. And you've probably found me here on my YouTube channel, listened to my podcast, maybe read my book, been to a seminar, or heck, maybe you're even a member of my group coaching program. Or maybe you're just hanging out. Doesn't matter. Truth of the matter is, we're all in the restaurant business, hospitality. And if you've been following for any length of time, I talk about the importance of having software for recipe cards and inventory. I talk about the importance of being an employer of choice. And I bring that up because I'm traveling back from a race. For those of you who don't know, I rode in high school and college and found my way back after a 30-year hiatus to rowing competitively, and I just rode at the Nationals, Masters Nationals here in Indianapolis, and came away with a silver, 1.5 seconds away from a gold in one of my races. But I digress. I'm in the airport traveling home, stuck in Austin for a little bit. You can hear in the background a little bit of the noise, and I went to one of these little burger restaurant bars, sat at the bar, and looks like a chef manager behind the bar taking inventory, and next to me is a guy who says, "Hey, what inventory system's that?" As the guy's using a clipboard with a printout, and they talk and they figure out that, yeah, I know what that software is, yada yada yada, and then the manager goes to say, "Yeah, well, we don't really use it all the way. It's no good, and I can't really blame the software, but my boss is a retail guy and he's a dictator," and just goes through this whole thing. And, I manage these other restaurants and blah, 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 and doesn't understand the importance of recipe cards, why we need that. And in the middle of this, these two guys are talking, and I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm like, I don't want to let them know that I'm a restaurant guy. So I let it play out, and I watch this chef/manager type taking inventory behind the bar while service is going on. I lean over and I say to this guy sitting next to me, I'm like, "Well, we know this is completely wrong. You can't take an inventory while service is on." And we start bantering. Well, he ends up being a chef consultant. He's also opening up an art gallery. Pretty nice guy, and we have a little bit of a conversation. And a couple things that pop into my head as we do this, I talked to him and I said, "Isn't it amazing how employees in restaurants will tell you exactly how they feel about you in the restaurant?" This manager type was bitching and moaning about his supervisor, his manager, whoever he was, and it was brutal. How he was an idiot that, I just started here and I didn't get something done and I needed a login, and I said I didn't get a login, and the manager, instead of saying, "Here's your login," sent him this little email that he said it in 5-point font, said, "Oh, here's your username and password." And how catty and backstabby the two things were. And I sit there and say, I'm talking to this chef consultant sitting next to me, and I'm like, it is amazing how your employees, if you're an employer of choice, because they will share anything. We both agreed. The other part is we both agreed that there's no perfect software out there. They all have their challenges, but the real benefit of having software, the mic drop, is ideal versus actual product usage, which could take 6 months to a year to get to yourself dialed in. And so I share this with you. I'm in an airport, but airports have restaurants. Airports have employees. Airports have managers in these restaurants, and they're no different than yours. It's just a little microcosm of business and people who are here. And I thought I'd share with you. So if you've been following for any length of time, yes, you need software. You need recipe costing cards, inventory. You need all the things that go along with that. It's a must. And you've got to make sure you set up the software completely. And that takes time. It is not a magic pill. There's no perfect software. And the other is, you must become an employer of choice, because your employees, they are telling your customers how they feel about you. So you, as a restaurant leader, go out there, kick some ass, lead your team, make yourself an employer of choice, and put the right systems in place, the right software in place, and use it completely, and you'll change your world.
Be sure to join me live every Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time on YouTube, travel schedule permitting, where I'll get you pumped about the upcoming weekend, get you excited about crushing your goals and finding the motivation to be best you possible. Plus, I'll answer your burning questions live.